What's up, Trendsetter Gang? I guess y'all want to know what in the heck? Why she got these sunglasses on? What is wrong with this woman? This is one of the body shapes. We're going to talk about, I'm doing a fashion tip. We're going to talk about a fashion tip about finding or figuring out your body shape. Okay? Or some people say body type. I say shape because it's all about shapes. Okay? So let me take these glasses off so y'all can see. It's me. Okay, so in the fashion world, they have all these girls that are very, very, skinny and paper thin. They're, for women of color, that's unrealistic for us. It's kind of a misnomer. It's kind of confusing because, one minute you got people wanting to have breasts and butt. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they get the surgeries to have some of the things that women of color, the bodies that we are born with. And then I feel like, and I'm not gonna say that it's just women of color because it's not just women of color. So let me straighten it out. What I'm saying is the body types in the fashion world are not realistic for any of us, whether we're people of color, for anybody, for Caucasian, Asian, Indian, like everybody's body type is different. And so they tell you the hottest trends. It's weird because the hottest trends don't work on everybody. Once you master and find out what your body type is, and this is a lot of people say, how you look so good in your clothes, you dress nice. When y'all haven't seen me, but I'm gonna do some stuff for y'all. People have always asked me that, and it's because I have embraced my body type. I know first you got to know what your body size, your body shape is. Once you understand what your body shape is, it's easier to dress yourself. I will say this, all the trends don't work for everybody's size, but you can use things that work for your body type and work them till the cows come home. And that's how you always look like you got it going on. You have the it factor. You have the wow factor. If you want to always have it, you got to study your body shape and stop acting like you don't know that you don't have it. Because if you keep pretending that you don't, you're going to look real awkward in your clothes. Now, when I'm around the house, I look like this. I don't have on nothing major. I'm not looking, fashionable. But I am gonna do a fashion video. I'm gonna do a couple of things to let y'all see how I like to coordinate and do some things. But I want to say that your shape, if you can find your shape and master your shape, I think that's the number one answer of how to always look good no matter what shape you are, in whatever outfit wearing according to your shape. You can always look good. You don't have to be a size 0 to look good. I'll say that again. You do not have to be a size 0 to look good. Once you understand what your shape is, this is how I've done it naturally. I have a gift, a natural talent, and a gift for styling, for knowing how to work people's body parts. People when I say work them as far as clothes, people in my family, people, my friends, people always ask me, what should I wear? And I always help them, and it's always dead on. They always get compliments because it's just something that I have, God has naturally, innately put into me. I didn't go to school for it. I just know. And it's worked for me all of my life. And I'm going to show you because you guys have not seen. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I put on some weight, but Okay, so the reason why I have on these sunglasses, these sunglasses represent a body shape, okay, that I do not have. I think I wish I was a sunglass, but I'm more of the heart shape, okay? And I'm going to break down, I'm going to show you the different, there are five body shapes or types that we were born with, okay? Whew. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the key is finding what shape are you. What is your shape? Okay, let me tell you what my shape is. My shape is it's the heart. It's the heart shape. They call it the heart pendant. That means you're top heavy. You're bigger on top than you are on the bottom. But now I think I'm getting just as big on the bottom as I am on the top these days because I done put on some weight. So let me just go down the line of the shapes, okay? You know, the fashion industry is obsessed with size, but it doesn't matter about your size. I think that's so unrealistic because people are different shapes and sizes. To tell you that this is, if you buy this, I don't care if it's, look, I don't care if it's Roberto Cavalli or you know, Gianni Versace, Dolce and Gabbana. I don't care if it's not your body type. It's not gonna look good. If it's not your body, I'm sorry, your body's type or shape. I don't care how much you paid for it. I don't care who the designer who designed it. It's gonna look crazy on you. And it's just what it is. You know, we just gotta go on and put it out there now. Hey, sunglass. This is one of the shapes right here. So let me say one more thing too. The number on your tag, if you know if it's a 00, it doesn't mean anything. If you do not wear clothing that flatters your shape or you know flatters your body's natural proportions, you're gonna be looking like a fool out here. I don't care what size it is. I don't care who the designer is. I don't care if it's Tommy Hilfiger. It is gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be looking a mess. And people may not tell you, but you the one gonna be looking. You supposed to be your best representative. I've always felt like that. No matter what I went through, I never looked like what I went through. And so you have to always be cognizant of your shape. Because as long as you flatter in your shape, you're going to always look like $1,000,000, okay? And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give, you know, every day I'm going to give y'all some tips so y'all can kind of like know how to do this. Okay. So the first shape is the sunglasses shape. I'm using my sunglasses as a prop. It's the sunglasses shape. That means it's balanced. That means you have curves on the top and you got curves on the bottom. Now, this is probably more what I am now that I put on a little weight. Usually when I put on a little weight, the bottom part of my body gets big, but I don't like to put on weight, and I worry about my weight a lot because when I try to gain a little weight and I get a little thick in my hips, here comes my stomach. So then that's when I go back to being skinny because I'd rather be skinny than to have a gut, if that makes sense. Women, we have our own reasons for why we do stuff. My daughter always say, "Mama, why you looking so skinny? You looking like a crackhead." And cause when I see myself gaining weight, my stomach wants to come with it, and I don't like it. I think it's the curse in my family. Like all of the women have the stomach, and I just can't stand it. So when my stomach starts to get like it is now, oh, you about to see me go down to, I'm about to get skinny. Because I'd rather be skinny than to have this stomach. And I know that don't make sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to feel it. I don't think it's necessary. If I do, I said I would never get surgery. But if I ever got any type, the first thing would be with my stomach. Would be my stomach. Oh, I absolutely hate my stomach because when I gain weight, it's just, I'm like, why you got to come with it? I got the breast, I got the top half going on. I got the bottom half trying to come, it's going on. And then here you come. I can't do the stomach. But every woman has something that they don't like and that they can't do without. I'm not insecure about it. I don't like it. That's a difference. Um, So yeah, the sunglasses is you're balanced. So you got curves on top and bottom. Ladies that have this, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I wanted this, but I'm getting it, but I ain't getting it the way I want to. It's the stomach that's coming with it, and I don't like that. Okay, so the next thing is fragrance bottle. Um, this is the shape where you're smaller on top and you're bigger at the bottom. So ladies, if you're smaller on top, you got really little breasts, but your bottom half, you got big butt and wide hips, this is the shape of your body. Okay? You're smaller on top and you're bigger on bottom. Okay? Um, and let me go back for a minute, quick second. With the sunglasses shape, let me go back to the sunglasses shape because I should have gave y'all a little bit of history on that. The sunglasses mean you got a fairly balanced top half, a defined waistline, you got the womanly hips, and everything seems to be rightly proportioned. I think the challenge with the sunglasses shape is the waistline. I think you have to it's showcasing your slender waistline without making your torso look short. So I guess you have to try to wear things that elongate. Because if you look at the sunglasses, you got the nice top and the bottom, but the part that you got to work on is elongating this. You see how in the nick of the sunglasses, that's the waistline. So if your waist is like that, you got to elongate it and make it not look short. Because here on the glasses, that's why they call it the sunglass shape. Because your torso, where your stomach is, like in between your breast and your uh, bottom half, is the torso. And so that looks shorter. So you have to find a way to make it look long. But you got to be careful because if you don't do it right, you can start to look heavy when you got the top and the bottom going. It makes you look heavier. But if you elongate that torso, it'll proportion you out like you need to be. Okay, so you can highlight your curves. And make everything look, classy and sophisticated. Oh, this thing getting on my nerves. You can highlight your curves and that kind of thing and elongate the torso. So those would be your problem areas to make sure that you still look good with your shape. So don't get it twisted. Even though I like this shape, every shape has its pros and its cons. Trust me. That's why I be telling women, don't be trying to hate on nobody because everybody got something to deal with. Some women don't like the fact that they're, you know, they don't like that they have a fragrance bottle shape where they don't have any breasts and they heavy at the bottom. Everybody, women, we all made different. So we all got our little issues and our problems and our flaws. The key is to know how to hide the flaw. Okay, so for a sunglass shape, you would wear like a belted dress. You can wear like a nice dress, add a pop of color, a bright bag. Um, and maybe some, nice little flat sandals. A belted dress is flattering to showcase your hourglass shape. And it makes you look pulled together and polished all in one. So you can always you can look for and it's a V-neck dress. Get like a V-neck dress, to elongate, because you want to elongate that full bust line, because it'll make you look longer. When you get them ones that's like this, that little round shape right here, it makes them protrude out. Or if it's up here like this one, it makes them protrude out. This is just around the house. I don't really fool with this, but um, yeah. So you gotta a belt around the middle will draw attention to your curves without clinging to it. So you can get them little belts, them wide belts. I like those belts to elongate my torso. I love those belts. Well, I also elongate and hide that stomach, but I've always known how to hide my flaws. I wear a corset. I've worn corsets. And I'm gonna get back into wearing my corsets because I absolutely love them. I think they're like an essential staple that every woman should have in their closet. I don't care what size they are. I think you can't go wrong with a corset. I don't care what shape you are. I feel like that's a universal trend that women can wear. Corsets gonna always make you, look elongated and whatnot. I feel like that works for everybody. Personally, that's my opinion. You can wear a evening fitted, like a fitted evening dress. That's, like a one-sided dress. That's perfect in proportion. It, maybe like with the arm out, and because it's not really, like the arm on it, and this one is bare. It's not giving away too much too soon all at once. Um, and like a fuller coverage figure hugging dress that, you like the bodycon dresses that kind of skim over your curves without revealing the boobs and the bum, but it gives you a nice silhouette. You want, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it hugs you enough to define the body. That's it. You don't need it all up in, all up in your butt and all this old kind of stuff. You want to have it from, let me see, shoulder to like a little bit past your knees, because you want to make it classy and you want to make it sexy silhouette. You don't want to look trashy, and avoid black. I love black. So a lot of people say black is boring, but you got to avoid um the black. Um And you can wear a nice dress and keep your accessories very conservative. You don't need to go all out. You can get for your swimsuit, you can do like a in between sizes. Do like a halter style side with the and the bottom with the sides tying. Get the curve hugging bikini. Um, and make sure you don't have you get something that covers your top half, so you don't have the spillage from, because you remember um the sunglasses is um a heavy, it's a fuller top in the bottom, so you want to make sure you don't have a whole bunch of spillage coming up out of your bra, even with the bikini, because that can happen and that's not cute. um, and look for bottoms with a slightly higher cut leg to make you look longer and leaner. So it'll be, them bikinis that tie on the side that's cut up a little higher on the side of your hip, that gives you a longer look. You can wear a coat like a belted trench coat. So you would wear a lot of things that would, and even when you wear your evening dress, wear something that's, I like to say, like you probably gonna spend a lot of your time wearing belts, belted dress. You could do corset. You can do the wide leather belt. That's like about that wide, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe about, I think it's about like that. And you can tie it up. The corset, you can do like the Empire waist, I believe, type of, just for that waist definition. That's gonna be crucial. You're gonna have with the big top half and the big bottom half, you're gonna need that belt. You're gonna need it. Okay, so we don't want to get into all of that, but that's just to give you want to with the sunglasses, you want to highlight your waist. You want to celebrate your curves and steer clear of shapeless, baggy clothes. Okay, so the fragrance bottle is next. With the fragrance bottle, that means you are smaller on top and bigger at the bottom, as I said. Um. Uh. Now, with this type of body shape, you don't have problems with tops like I do, because I always have problems with tops. It's annoying sometimes. I always say it's my blessing and my curse. And I don't like to say it's a curse, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. So, and people be like, "Oh, you just bragging, girl. I wish I had that size." People, let me tell you something. We all want what we don't have, and if I didn't have it, I probably want my size breast. And now that now that I got it, I've had it all my life. It's like, okay, it presents issues just like anything else. So I'm serious when I say that. I love them at times because I think they look nice in certain outfits and that I wear. And then other times I got tops that I want to wear, if I go to the store and, department store, or New York and Company, or wherever I go and try on a top that I want and I can't wear them because my bust size too big, I'm upset. So it's, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? But, you have to, you don't get stuck on that. You just, find your ways to maximize your shape and flatter your shape. So, okay, y'all, I got notes. I'm sorry. Okay. So, in this case, with the voluptuous bottom, you might want to wear darker um, colors at the bottom to hide the voluptuousness of your bottom. And you want to steer clear of, like skirts that cling to your thighs. You can wear some really nice tops because you don't have to worry about this. I'm not saying these are bad because they be banging in tops, but it's some tops that you be like, wow, wow. It just gets on your nerves. It really does. So you could wear stuff like you want to have all eyes upward on you because this is already heavy. So you could wear like a dark jean for the bottom, okay? And then wear like a pattern like a pattern type of top or a tunic with some dark wash jeans. You can you wear some dark jeans, get a boldly printed top that covers your butt. When it comes to your jeans, you want to get a snugly fit through the hips and thighs, and then have a subtle flare below the knee to balance your bottom half. Because that's for them hips and butt. So you want to flare it out at the bottom. In an evening gown, you would wear like a strapless dress with a wide flared bottom. Okay. and keep your accessories in the same color family. So if you had like a peach or orange type of dress, you can do like some goldy like type of colors. Um, yeah, so yeah, you know, your best evening look could be like if you had a cocktail dress and it flared out at the bottom and you got this part here that flatters the top, your top half. And some makeup artists, they get brushes and they put like um what is it? Uh they use highlighter, or like you know how women try to make that little to make their nose slender. The what is that? Lord have mercy, I can't even say the word. It's getting on my nerves. I'm tired. Contouring. When you contouring the nose, you can put a little contour here to make it look like you got a bust line, and I know how to do it. So in a top that kind of opens up a little bit. It's you seen those dresses. It doesn't form here. It just kind of spits like some. You know how you seen tissue paper stick out of a bag when you have a gift. That's how it is around the breast line with a waist with a cocktail dress that cinches the waist and then let it flare out on the bottom. Now that's cute on a fragrance bottle. If you get a swimsuit, you may want to get a top, you know, get the one strap top, and you want to, you know, and make sure that it's bold and embellished because you want to embellish the lower part. Now, see, me, I don't need to embellish nothing here. It won't do nothing but go like pie. Y'all, if I was to put diamonds here and my breasts are already big, it's just going to add more attention to my breast. That's the key is the big area that's voluptuous, you want to take the attention off of that and add it to the other area that's less voluptuous to balance out your look, if that makes sense. Um, so bold and embellished top with a simple bottom. So what you're doing is distracting from your lower half with an eye-catching neckline. You're distracting from you know, the lower half. You don't want to put all the attention on your lower half because that's your hips and all of that. And you need to look for a strap that sit at the widest part of your shoulders to create a V-shape illusion for a slimmer looking body half. You need bold prints and colors and embellishments on the top with a solid, simple bottom that would downplay the wide hip area. Okay, so and a coat probably need to be knee length with an oversized like collar or something or a flap. Um, but I'm just giving y'all things, you know, that you can wear. Um, you know that you can possibly wear with that because you need to um again know how to flatter your body shape. That's it. At the end of the day, that's really what it is. It's really not as hard as people think it is. It's really about embracing your shape. And some people are, I don't like my shape. You don't have to like your shape. But when you start learning and understanding your body shape, you're gonna love it to the point that you're going to, once you become so familiar with your shape and embrace it and begin to know it and understand it, study it well and dress it up as, you know, such, you're gonna love it and you're gonna look good. You're gonna look like $1,000,000 and you're gonna be like, well, I didn't know it was this easy. Shape. Some people wear stuff that don't go with their shape, and that's the problem. If once you understand what your shape is and you dress it accordingly, you always gonna look the part. Always. That's the number one key. The fashion world tell you size. That is a lie. Because if it was about size, how come we don't look like them girls that's on there? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to look like them skinny girls. I don't. If it's a skinny white girl or a skinny black girl, I just don't want to be skinny. That's not what God gave me. I don't think skinny is the best way. Cause a lot of them girls, They putting like full figure women out and stuff because that's the more realistic body type. Don't nobody want to go shopping at your store and buying your clothes when you promoting this image that's unrealistic. How dare you? No, that's not cool. And we need to stop going to places that promote that. Like, why would you promote that? That's why everybody love Fashion Nova, because Fashion Nova, anybody can wear Fashion Nova. I done seen the smallest girls wear Fashion Nova, average size, big, voluptuous women wearing. Like, anybody can wear Fashion Nova, and that's why they winning. Fashion Nova may make more money than Versace and anybody because they covering a multitude of shapes. It's not one-sided. It's not just, whatever image they want to portray to try to make everybody be. I mean, Kim Kardashian don't look like them girls on the runway. And she ain't trying to. She going to get her a butt. The same girls that been on the runways trying to get butts and breasts now. Cause men tired of that. Men want some shape. That's what make you different from them. If you straight up and down without no shape and all this and all that, men, they want something to look at. You know what I'm saying? Flatter. What's the difference between a man and a woman? If the woman look just like the man, you ain't got no breasts or no butt. That's not cute. It's not even attractive. And it makes you not want to even be a woman. I enjoy being a woman. I enjoy what comes with it. I enjoy the breast and, the little bit of butt I got. I enjoy being a woman. I want the breast and I want to look like a woman. I don't want to be looking like I'm a man. I don't have no body shape. No, I don't. So draw attention upward with colors and prints. And bold prints and embellishments, and keep everything on the bottom half really simple, and that's how you win with the fragrance. With the heavy bottom part with the low bigger on the bottom and smaller on top. Let me get this stuff out of the way because I got stuff all in my way. Okay, so now we're at the one that's mine, y'all. This is I call it the top heavy. You're bigger on top, smaller on bottom. And I have a love-hate relationship with my boobs. Most of us do, top heavy ladies. We look like a bombshell at the top, and at the bottom it's like, what? But I mean, my bottom is not that bad. I ain't gonna even trip, cause and especially now since I don't put on some weight, it's like, okay, girl, them hips deep, get it together. But I always have loved my body, and my family used to call me skinny. They used to call me all kind of stuff, but I've always been in love with my body. Nobody could ever shame me. I really love my body. And girls used to always say, do you know how big your breast is? That runs in my family. So you'll be knowing what kind of shape you got. Study your body and study the women in your family, because most likely you got what your aunts and your mama and you know what I'm saying, your cousins, y'all got this pretty much gonna have some of the time, not all the time, you pretty much gonna have the same shape and problems and issues. I do feel like that, men glance at, I think that's another thing I hate. I feel like men glance at my breasts more than I even want them to. I'm serious. And then when you get around women, they either staring at your boobs or they looking at you funny. I feel like some women get inferior when women come around with big boobs. It's just like dudes. You know how, dudes grab, their crouch, like they got their balls like they the man. And you know what I'm saying? I always say, ladies, grab your kahunas. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. Men grab their crouch and be like, man up. Well, I feel like women get inferior to women that have a certain bust line. I mean, I get the looks if I'm standing next to a woman. I get them. And it's like, girl, you don't even know. you know. Um, and some women will try to give you that disapproving eye, honey, and I'll be looking at them like, let me go ahead on, because I am not, you're not going to look at me and try to shame me, because I'm happy with what God gave me. God didn't make no mistakes, and if you love God and you understand that he created you, it ain't no need for no disapproving looks. It ain't no need for no argument, no stares, and no disapproving. You looking at me like you, girl, I ain't got no time for that. We not even going to deal with it. Because I didn't make myself. So you mad for why? For what? Right. So, they're probably jealous, but I always tell people, be careful what you want and what you ask for and what you're jealous about. Because you don't know what people have to go through. These are my blessing, and sometimes I love them, and other times I wish that I didn't have them, because it's annoying, the stuff that I did with the first annoying thing is wanting to wear a shirt. I've had plenty of shirts. I got one shirt right now I think I can show y'all that I can't, and I can wear the shirt, but I can't button it up. I make him button it to right there. Even right there, it kind of pulls right there. And it's like, okay, let me just let that be right there, because I don't want to give up the top. I love the top. It's a beautiful, gorgeous top. But I can't wear it unless I'm going out. I can't wear it to a business meeting anymore, because I can't button it up. And so it's annoying for that. So my job in being a heart pendant is to tone down my bottom, to tone down my top half. So it's a less defining feature, and so I have to play up my bottom half to balance out the top half, if that makes sense. So that's what it is for the areas that you're not, I don't want to say deficient, but it's lower. You want to play those up, and the areas that are voluptuous, you want to play those down. So like I have a y'all seen me wear my black t-shirt with a V. For big breasted, big chested girls, those are good, because it makes your breast look slender. This shirt right here does not make my breast look slender at all. And I'm not gonna do that, but y'all seen it. I might do I need to do some dressing with this for mine, but you can see the difference with this top than you could with that black top that had the V. It elongates and make my breast look slender. It doesn't draw so much attention. This top right here makes them big and wide, and they just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They just don't even. I don't even like. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. Uh, um. So what I do is add a little bit more volume to the bottom. So I would wear like a flare, like a pleated skirt. So I need to add a little fullness, not bulk, to the bottom half, to divert the attention from the somewhat overwhelming half, which is my top half, and draw all eyes to my legs. Because I have nice legs. And we're not gonna hide the boobs. Now, don't get it twisted. We're not saying the boobs are bad. We're not trying to say nothing bad about them, but we want to make them slender, and we want to, and the V for the big breasted girls, the solid V cut, the V cut t-shirts, they good for the big breasts. Wendy Williams just recently, when she took that picture with Black China, she had a V-neck top because she got big breasts. You gotta wear the V-neck tops to tone down them breasts. That's a tone, to divert the attention from the bust line. Yeah, so really we don't want to hide the breast. I just want to make sure you understand we don't want to hide the breast, but we just want to tone it down. We just want to tone it down so it doesn't steal the show, if that makes sense. So, Trendsetta Gang, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that you will know every time I upload a new video. I love you, and I'll see you on part 2 of figuring out your body shape. Fashion tip number 1. Love you guys. Love you, Trendsetta Gang.